He had all the physical abilities and mental abilities to be king. And it's everything the people wanted. But it wasn't what God wanted. He wasn't who God wanted. And so God's rejected Saul, but He's chosen David to be His king. Now, the Bible is filled with this theme. And we're going to we're going to focus primarily on David here and not at the rejection of Saul at all. But it's filled with God choosing one. Why? And rejecting another. Why? We can look sometimes and think, wait a minute, it's not fair. And it can be unsettling and troubling for us that God would choose one and reject another. I'm going to give you a little quote and then I'm going to move on to David. Just because sometimes things like this come up, and this is just kind of on the side. It's helped me dealing with this whole thing of, man's choice, God's choice, man's will. And the next slide, Tim, it says, God, it's two little quotes. They go together. God is absolutely sovereign, but His sovereignty never functions to diminish human responsibility. Humans are responsible for their choices and decisions before God, but their responsibility never functions to qualify or diminish God's absolute sovereignty. I did not write this. I'm somebody else. Been helpful to me. Leave it up there for you for a second, and then we're going to move on in Samuel. 1 Samuel 16:2. I'd like to do it as we read through the story and kind of tell the story here of David's appointment, his recognition